Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. It's been a minute here. I'm going to go ahead and tune into the energy. Tuning into Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Hope you guys have been well. Just jumped into your season. Okay. Gemini. Oh, I feel so honored. All right, to start off the reading, Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and pull a healing card. This is Caroline Miss. She's amazing. She goes into the archetypes. It's a great deck. So let's go ahead and pull a card real quick for Gemini. Show me clearly for the Gemini collective. It is about to rain. All right, so we got. It's important to not get stuck in therapy. Therapy is a necessary boat that takes you across a rough river to a new shore. In time, though, you must step out of the boat and onto new earth and never look back. Ooh, Gemini. So it's looking like, I think that you've been a little bit contained in your own energy. Maybe you've been trying to feel ready enough to deal with this new season, this new path that you're on. Ooh, yeah, definitely asking you to go into the ocean a little bit, maybe connect with nature. Let's go ahead and so I've actually been busy working with Scenic, and I don't know if you know what Scenic is, but it's like Disney ride stuff. So I feel like a mercenary lately, but yeah, I do miss reading for you guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in with me and allowing me to read for you. So I'm going to say a quick little prayer here. Angels, ancestors, guides, Mother Gaia, higher power, we thank you for your protection as we do this divination. We are looking for any guidance, any clarity for the sign of Gemini, to align Gemini with their highest good, with their highest timeline, and so it is. Thank you. All right, we have the Queen of Swords here. Ooh, Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. The card just fell out. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So, Queen of Swords is, I don't know if you can see here, she beheaded, it looks like she beheaded, it looks like a Buddha or something, right? And then she has a child's head above her, and it's like you're willing to do the right thing, regardless of what other people perceive it as, or there's a planning, or there's an oversight, this is definitely a Gemini card, definitely Gemini. There's a sacred geometry behind her, but it's almost in fractals rather than like set out perfectly for you. So that could be a message for you as well. That things aren't going to be like pretty packaged for you. That you might have to do a little bit of work to decipher what it is that's meant for you to do. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse that came out as well. So I feel like it's like definitely a planning energy. So Prudence and the Knight of Wands is interesting because these are almost opposite energies. So I feel like it's asking you to like pick the middle ground here, because Prudence is where these plants are, they could grow a lot more, but it's like you're a little bit it's a precautionary energy, where this Knight of Wands, it's almost the opposite, where it's pushing so hard and kind of like bursting with this forward movement that you might end up hurting yourself or hurting other people. So It's kind of saying like you don't have to be prudent, but you don't want to be coming out of the gates possibly high on emotions or anything else like that, rather than just careful deliberation. Splitting the deck, we have the Lovers card, Lovers, and then we have the Completion card in the reverse, and then we have the Devil card coming up. So, completion with the Devil card is looking like karma, whatever that karmic cycle, whatever it is that keeps you tied to the wheel, right? That's having you come back into this reality to live the same lessons over and over again. And with the Lovers coming before that, it's like you use other people as a portal, as a way for you to understand your lessons, to understand yourself as well. So let's get some clarification here. I'm going to use this Rider-Waite deck. I was just using the Thoth deck. Thoth. So let's go ahead and use this Rider-Waite. Let's get some clarification here for Gemini. For the Gemini collective, I keep seeing that Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what comes through. All right, for the Gemini collective, please, can we clarify this Devil card? Show me clearly for the Devil card. What is this Devil card doing here? Is about to rain. What else? Oh, we have a flipper. So you have the Eight of Wands. Oops, sorry. The Eight of Wands, which is funny because this card is the Four of Wands. Then you have the Eight of Wands. And the Knight of Cups. So you have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I feel like there are people that are gonna approach you to want to work with you. It might be even more. It might be romantic. It might be a lot of different suitors that are trying to come forward, Gemini, this time. What else? What is this Devil card? Oh, okay. I'm starting to see it. All right, what else on this Devil card? Please show me clear for the Devil card for Gemini, please. Oh, wow. Look at all these cards that came. Can't take all those, though. For Gemini, please show me clearly for Gemini. For Gemini. For the Devil card for Gemini, show me clearly, please. See what came through here. So we have the Queen of Swords again, but this time in the reverse. So this is the second time the Queen of Swords is coming out here. And 9 minutes, 28 seconds. We have the Empress and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, it's interesting because I feel like the way that it's in the reverse and the way that she's kind of, you see, in both cards here, this in the upright Thoth deck, her sword is pointing downwards. And if you look at here, her sword is pointing down as well. So it's interesting because I feel like the Empress is like an earthly mother, and she's kind of reminding you of the abundance, right? Because this is in the reverse. So I feel like if there's ever a time, Gemini, that you feel a little bit disconnected from your wealth, from your abundance, from the support, I feel like it's trying to remind you that you do have support, an unseen support, in the heavens. It feels in the heavens and in the clouds, and there's a bird here in the background as well. So I do feel like, it's reminding you of nature, which is a lot like this card. It's trying to remind you that nature and and that you do have support, and that it just goes in the unseen from time to time. So you need to be reminded, and I do feel like you will be reminded with this Eight of Wands and this Knight of Cups. So let's yeah, and connecting that to the devil card, I feel like I mean, the devil always wants us to feel a little bit disconnected, a little bit locked out, a little bit left out. So I do feel like that's what this emphasizing is here with the Empress and the Five of Pentacles. It's like, do not allow yourself to feel ungrounded, to feel unsupported, okay? Because I feel like that's what leads you to get to being stuck in this bottle, to being like a floating, like a floating energy of like, in your mind, a little bit disconnected. So stay connected here, Gemini. All right. What else do we have for Gemini, please? Show me clearly for Gemini, for the Gemini collective. 11:55 on the clock. What else for Gemini, please? Show me clearly. Thank you. Two of Cups. Two of Cups and the Moon in the reverse. Ooh. Let me get another clarifier from another deck. Let's see. We have Strength in the reverse. That's Leo energy. Let's see what else for Gemini. Let me get a clarification. All right. So what is this Moon card and this Two of Cups? Please clarify for Gemini, please. Show me clearly for Gemini. Show me clearly for Gemini, please. All right. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Then we have the Chariot also in the reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. So interesting. So I feel like it's saying something about a blockage here, a blockage when it comes to your business, or feeling like you want to start a new business, something that's going to manifest as money, or manifest as spirituality into the material world. That it's going to come with you knowing your wisdom. And I feel like this Page of Cups is it's in the reverse because it's trying to remind you that actually what it is that you have to offer, what it is that you have been cultivating, is something that has taken a lot of time and a lot of energy, and a lot of I'm hearing wisdom. I'm hearing that you have a lot more wisdom than you realize. And I feel like that's why also the Moon card is here in the reverse. It's like you have brought the unconscious into the conscious. You have brought the subconscious into the known. So you need to be aware of that, and to pay attention. So you have the Three of Swords when I cut the deck, King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, the world in the reverse. I do feel like possibly there is somebody else that has hurt you, somebody that has not been emotionally strong, someone that has been maybe a little bit naive, a little bit manipulating, and cause you to kind of get knocked off your practice a little bit. But definitely stay the path, okay, of knowing what's good for you, of knowing what's best for you, Gemini. And the only way you can know that is if you keep on your throne. All right. What else for the Gemini collective, please? Show me clearly for Gemini. For the Gemini collective, please. What else is going on for Gemini? For Gemini, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Gemini, we have breath. Allergies. Take a few deep breaths and accept that sometimes some things just don't make sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses and see the situation for what it is. Wow. So, let's see what this other one. Faith. Loving, then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it's also the bravest. Take big, deep breaths and know that this is right. All right. So, Gemini, I don't know if you're ending a relationship, leaving a relationship, or possibly leaving a job. There's something that you're leaving behind, and it's trying to remind you that this the Chariot in the reverse, and also the Hierophant in the reverse, is letting you know that there is a path cleared for you, but you have to know which path to take and which path that you need to leave behind. And every option that you make, every choice that you make of releasing something, is progress that you're making in another area. So definitely be brave and taking that step and letting go and moving forward, okay? Because only you can make those choices. Like the universe can provide a way, but it's up to you to know where you want to go. Okay. Let's see. My Gaia Tarot deck. Love this deck. Okay, let's see. What else for the Gemini collective, please? Show me clearly for Gemini. What else does Gemini need to know? All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Air, and the Nine of Cups. So, this is interesting. I'm feeling like an apprenticeship energy. You possibly might have graduated in an apprenticeship or had somebody recently approach you to be an apprentice on your behalf. They want to learn from you. Or, you do have birds here. Remember I told you that you had birds and you had that kind of support of all the birds around you. I don't know if you guys can hear some of the birds here, but you definitely have some kind of beckoning to be brave and to kind of step outside of your comfort, to think things that you've never thought before, to feel brave enough to think things that you've never thought before. Also, you have the Nine of Cups, which the Nine of Cups depicts here a woman coming out of a cave and realizing, that this seclusion, that everything that she needed to learn, she learned, which I do feel has a lot of this energy connected to it. Like maybe that you were in therapy, maybe you felt like you had been hurt or wounded and you needed to kind of care for yourself in order before you came back out into connection with other people. So definitely a time for that. Look at you leaving your cave, coming out into the open, connecting with other people, feeling new about it. And I feel like that's what that page is, feeling new about it, but also realizing like how wise and how much wisdom that you have to give. We have 4, the Builder, which is the Hierophant, coming out again. Wow. The Builder. We have a lot of birds. You have a hawk here and a hawk here. I don't know if you can see the hawk, the bottom here, and then you have a hawk at the top corner here. So that might be your spirit animal. I feel like hawks are predatory birds. They do hunt, and that might be a message to you right now. All right, let's see what rune card we have for you here. Let's see. I'll give you another shuffle. For Gemini, please. Let's see what rune is here for Gemini, for the Gemini collective. Show me clearly. For Gemini. Alright, Thurisaz. So interesting. Thurisaz is actually a protection card, which is interesting because it did come out in the reverse, and I do feel like that this is kind of connected to this energy. Like you've had to protect yourself for some reason. Something made you go into the cave in the first place, and I feel like it's kind of telling you like, hey, you can come out of that energy now, and possibly not to force it because the Chariot did come out in the reverse, but to kind of, it's interesting because I feel like there's a lot to do in the way of planning, but I think planning is the most important thing right now, possibly not action, okay? Because I feel like a lot of the action is going to come from the external world, so maybe wait to respond to some of the things that are going on in your reality right now. Yeah, so communicate, speak your things that you want into existence, but don't force anything, okay, Gemini? All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I hope that this reading helped. I hope it resonated. 20 minutes 33 on the clock. If this reading resonated, please make sure to like and subscribe. I miss you guys so much. I apologize for all of the time that we've been away from each other, but know that I am thinking about you guys, and I'm hoping the best for you guys always. If you would like a personal reading, just check my info down in the description box below. I'll be happy to spend some time with you. Love you guys. Take care.